Hello, Maximus here with a replay commentary of the Battle of Sarai. Now, I have been getting a few comments with people who want to see more close-ups during the battles, so I'm going to try to accommodate that. In this army, I have 4 Praetorian Guard, 4 Gladiators, 2 Gladiator Spearmen, I have 2 Elephants, 2 Praetorian Cavalry, a Legatus, and auxiliary Balearic Slingers. Now my opponent has Silver Shield Swords. He has 3 units of Silver Shield Swords, 4 units, 5 units of Silver Shield Swords. He has Archers, Asset Knights, 3 units of Asset Knights, and he has some Hellenic Cataphracts and Hellenic Cataphract in the center. Now, the reason that I want to show this battle is because it's a good example of Seleucid build that isn't very effective. Now, the cavalry contingent is fine, but in order to win the cavalry engagements you need support by spears, you need camels, you need elephants. And the same with the infantry. The infantry is very weak here because he is using Silver Shield Swordsmen instead of for example going for pikes and having them supported. So you can see he's shooting here with his archers and my elephants are running amok, but since I have fairly fast light troops here, I'm able to just run them away. So they won't do any damage here. But I lost a bit of attention on his guys over the on his archers, so that just shows how effective archers can be in taking care of a flank. So now this flank is wide open for me here. These guys are gladiators, are very weak when charged, but he doesn't have any really good charging units, and his silver shields will get eaten alive by my gladiators. But if he had his cataphracts here instead of in the center, he could wreak havoc on these poor gladiators. So now my elephants are coming back here, which means that I can rush in with my Praetorian cavalry as well. Now, Asset Knights are extremely good, as you can see from their stats. They have 74 melee defense, which is one of the highest in the game for cavalry. The Praetorian Guard, by comparison, have 57. So they have 32 attack, 36 weapon damage. The Praetorian Guard have 34 attack, 32 weapon damage. 60 armor, 90 health, 60 armor, 90 health. The Asset Knights have lower morale. But the important thing is, in a battle against Praetorian Guard, these Asset Knights, they don't have any abilities, so Praetorian Guard can just pop their abilities, and it will help them a lot. So now let's see at the charge here. He has a very thin line. Notice what happens when he has a thin line. His units will move forward here, and you can see it even clearer here. Instead of fighting and enveloping around, his units will just stay on the side here. So that means that less of his guys are fighting, although his formation is wider. So putting your guys in a wide formation like this is a very, very bad idea. And of course you get very, very susceptible to cavalry charges. So here he's shooting at my elephants, which makes them run amok inside a unit of his own Asset Knights, which isn't the best of ideas. I lose control of them, but they, as you can see, they kill the Asset Knights fairly well. And over here, some Asset Knights are going up against Gladiators, which is a bad time for the Asset Knights. They are losing men fairly quickly, even with that high melee defense. Over here, it's going slightly better. He's charging in Hellenic Cataphracts into Praetorian Guard and killing quite a few of them. But this middle engagement is not going too well for his guys. Gladiators are getting killed by Silver Shields, but over here I'm going to be able to break through. His shield bearers are dying to elephants and gladiator spearmen, and his Hellenic Cataphracts as well. So, Praetorian cavalry looking for some skirmishers to kill, and they found them in these archers. My elephants are running through his thin lines of Praetorian spears. And now this is where the replay differs a bit, because in the battle these elephants didn't run amok. They routed these units, so I don't know why that change happened there. But because the archers were dead, and the Praetorian cavalry seemed to stand there for a bit longer than what they did in the battle, but no matter. As you can see, I'm cleaning up this battle fairly nicely, and I can't say I played well this battle. It was a very messy battle from my side, but but judging by the build of my opponent here, I just could basically click and win, because he lacked a lot of punching power and he lacked staying power, ironically, although he had very expensive sword units. The Silver Shield Swordsmen, because of their formation attack, they aren't very good, not very cost effective. So the Seleucids, I feel, need to play a lot more to their strengths as a fear and shock faction, so more shock cavalry, more elephants, and even some chariots could be very effective against this infantry heavy build here. But thanks for watching, and see you again.